Hey, what's going on, everybody? So you guys know my name is Yusef Scott, also referred to as the Forex GOAT. I want to welcome you guys here to the So Darn Easy Forex movement, where I help people just like you from all across the world change your perspective on how you see the Forex market to help you better trade on the Forex market for a profit. All right? Now listen. I tell you guys this all the time. Very thankful to have you guys here. I realize you guys could be anywhere in the world. You guys could be watching soap operas right now. You guys could be watching Judge Judy. You guys could be watching Jerry Springer. You guys could be watching anything. Steve Harvey. But guess what? You're watching this YouTube video. My YouTube video. So I want to thank you guys for doing so. All right? Now listen. As I always tell you guys, if you're not yet connected with us on social media, of course, there's Facebook, there's Instagram. You guys, you want to get connected. I put out 1-minute clips. I put out motivational, encouraging, inspiring videos and posts that will, make you say, you know what, I can do this. I know I can do it. Make you feel good. All right. And you never know. Like I do every once in a while, I may give you a free trade alert. You could trade on. I can care less. We all can make money. All right. That's the way I feel. And if you're not connected, you can't be a part of it. So you know what? Get connected with us over there. All right. As always, you guys know, if you're not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel where I have 28,000 subscribers and counting, or let's say and rising, get subscribed. It's the reason why. Remember, we're over on Vimeo as well. Get with us over there too. Now listen, since we're talking about social media, and you guys have noticed the topic of this video, and it's, why is it that you will continue losing? Why is it that people continue to lose in the Forex market? Why is it that your cousin, your mom, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your homeboy, homegirl, why are they going to continue to lose in Forex? All right? And like I said, we're talking about social media. So let me tell you guys a post that I got today, a message that I got from someone. And I'm going to break down the topic. So I got a message from someone. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl. You can't really tell nowadays with profile pictures and then the names. But they asked a question, and they explained their situation. They're just like a lot of people. They had ups and downs in the market. They lost a lot of money. Had traders, trainers jump from this group to that group. Nothing worked out. Now they're in dire straits. They're looking for help. Trying to find a way when they don't have a way. At least in their eyes. So I got a message today, and this person asked me a very good question. I had to share it with you guys because it's a valid question. And the question was, hey, Mr. Scott, if your strategies are so good, why is it that so many people cannot afford their subscription fee? And I thought about that, and I said, I thought to myself, I was like, that's so true. It's so valid. Why is it that people, they can't afford their subscription fee? Why? It's not that it's too much. It's not like I'm charging, a lot of money every month. In fact, the longer you stay with me, the cheaper it is. So why is it that people, they can't afford it? So then I said, all right, let me make a video about this because I really want to talk about that. I want to explain this because I know this question is probably the question that a lot of people ask. Because really, a lot of people, they ask me, they say, well, listen, if we see you making money, but why aren't your students making money? We don't see them making money. And as I always say, I can't force my students to reveal what they're doing in the market. See, social media is not a place for everybody to expose themselves. I could show off and show things and I could do that, but people don't want to do that all the time. People, hardworking people, they're not about that all the time. They don't want to do that. And, I have to believe that I have, a mixed bag of people, I'm sure. But, some people, they will, make posts and say this and that. Maybe you missed them. Some people, they will send me emails saying this and that. But some people, they want to keep that stuff to themselves as private. All right, and I give my students the privacy and the freedom to do that. You don't have to do that because, see, what's going to happen for the So Darn Easy Forex movement is going to happen. I don't have to kick and scream and pry and force my hand. People will come because they're destined to come because it's supposed to happen. I don't have to do anyone wrong to make them come. So, but let's break down the question. Okay, your strategies are really good. So why is it that people aren't making, why is it that people can't afford their membership fee or dues? Well, the strategy. Let's talk about the strategy. The strategies are good. Just like anybody else's strategy. It isn't 100%. Listen, but it's darn close. All right, it's close. And if you were one of my students and not just on a sideline watching, and I'm generally speaking now, I'm not directing this towards the gentleman or the female who sent the message. This is to everyone who may have wondered, you know, if you're making money and they're not making money, then, you know, but if you were a student, you knew how the strategy was, you would know it's really so darn easy. All right, so let's get into it. The strategy, not 100%. You back test it, you're gonna find a lot that are good. Every once in a while you're gonna see some, okay, you know, the market faked this out, whatever. It happens. Okay, it happens. So that's why I'm very selective. I don't take trades all day long, everywhere. I'm very selective. I pick a trade, I'm done. That's it. So now we got the strategy out the way. The strategy is good. But let's talk about why is it that students cannot pay their financial dues? Now, just to be honest, that's a question that's something that really is different for everybody. Everybody has their own reasons for leaving the So Darn Easy Forex movement. Some people, they leave because, you know, they have situations that are beyond their control. They can't afford it. They started with a certain amount of money and they needed more time to really train. Some people, they need time to learn and they don't have enough money to afford it. Because see, I focus on getting my students a real. Listen, don't come in, you don't have a lot of money. Don't come in blowing your money. You know what I mean? Don't blow the little money that you do have. Learn the strategies. Practice on demo. You know, because you blow all your money, you're done anyway. All right, so it makes sense, you know. But see, my thing is, some people they don't have the means to stay. Some people they may get ill, they may have financial setbacks already. They may only have a small pot to really deal with. Some people, they may lose their job, Lord forbid, you know, anything like that happens. But these things people are plagued with. They mean well, they want to stay, but they can't. You know, so, you know, the holidays coming up, people, they really want to put their money into Christmas. These things happen. Some people, they say, well, shoot, I want them new Jordans. Forget that membership, I'm getting the new Jordans. I'll see that next month. Some people have their priorities are not lined up. That's how it is. So it could be a number of reasons, but it doesn't mean it's the trainer. Okay? It doesn't mean it's the trainer. So I want you guys to know that. Like, it's not necessarily the trainer. Okay? It's not the trainer. You know, the trainer is doing what he's supposed to do. I'm teaching my students. You know, I give my students, you know, 110%. There's a lot of content in our members area. So my thing is, you know, I can only, as they say, I can only bring people to the water, but I cannot force them to drink the water. Even if they know it's good for them. I cannot force them, and I'm not going to force them. They have to do it. Some people, they don't follow instructions. Some people are closed-minded. Some people, they have tunnel vision. They don't want to do it any other way than what they've been taught already. And I'm like, why do you even sign up if you're not going to follow the instructions? That's how it is. Some people are, I know type people. You tell them something, oh, I know. They don't want to hear you. Oh, I know. You know, that's how it is. Some people don't have the time to train. They really want to learn, but they don't have the time to train. As soon as they join, they may fall into a situation where, You know, they're now working, you know, the night shift, and it throws everything off in their household. They can't commit. Just how it is. Some people blow their account. They can't afford it now. They're not going to tell me that. They don't want the instructor to know. You feel bad. They have pride. It's just what happens. It could be a number of reasons why. Okay? And these are things that they're very important, you know, and I tell my students these things all the time. Very important, these things. One thing for certain is, you know, anyone coming through my training, they're going to get taught a certain way to do certain things all the time. All right? No ifs, ands, or buts. You're going to get taught a certain way to do it. And it's just that. You know, I don't believe in shortchanging anyone. I believe in giving people what they pay for. But I can bring the strategy to you. But it's up to the student to execute the strategy, ultimately. It's up to the student to review the strategy, learn the conditions of the strategy, retain the information, be able to recite the information without any notes, to be able to spot out the opportunities in the market at will. You know, apply it. These are things that are required of a student. And some people, they don't have it. All right? Actually, I got emailed by a young guy, a gentleman today. He messaged me. He said, "Hey, listen, I want you to be honest with me. You know, I'm coming up on some time where I can devote to training. But this amount of time, have you seen any of your students become successful, in so many words, in that amount of time?" And I let him know candidly, I cannot answer that question. I will not give you a time frame. Because giving you a time frame, what happens is it's in your mind now. You'll be thinking about, oh, he said it took this person 7 years to learn this. And once you come up on that 7th year, if you haven't mastered it, guess what? Mentally, psychologically, you start to go down. You start to think, oh, I'll never get this. This is not for me. You give up. See, I can put 1,000 people in a room, but they're all coming in at different levels. Even a child starting preschool, they're brand new to the school system, you know, a curriculum, structured curriculum, but they're all coming in at different levels. So because I realize that, I cannot give you a time frame. I have to be logical and practical about my efforts. I can't tell you it's going to take you X amount of time because you're going to expect that. Our expectation is so important. It's big. So I can't sell them no one short by giving them a time frame or giving you a falsified amount of or some type of belief that, oh, in 30 days you're going to make $800. That's so unethical. And it isn't wise. So I would never do that. And any of my students ever come through my training, you'll never hear me say that. Never. Because I realize the game. You know, that's the marketing game. Tell you what you want to hear. But no. If you ask me, hey, should I join because I have this, that, and the third going on, I say, some people I tell them, you know what, it's not a good time for you to join. You should, my advice from life skills, you might want to get that situated first, then come. I'm gonna be here. So I don't force the hand because of $150, $200, $300. Come on now. You know, I'm not a junkie. I'm not out here fiending like that. And I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm just being real. But going back to the topic at hand, people, they lose because they don't follow instructions. There's a discipline that I follow on and off the court. If you follow the discipline that I teach you, you'll win. All right? If you choose not to, I can't talk on that. Okay? So someone losing, it doesn't make me any less of a trainer. I'm still effective. It's the person who's retaining it or looking to, it's the individual who's taking the class. They have to be a good student, retain information, apply it, and execute the trade. That's the main thing. So hopefully you guys realize what I'm talking about, and just know that the reason why people they lose in a Forex game, this Forex trading, it's a lot of different reasons. But one of the main reasons why people they lose is because when they should be learning how to trade, they choose to do other things. They get mixed up in other things in other ways instead of staying on task. You know, staying focused with, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to follow this way, I'm not going to give up. I can name 1,000 reasons why people they lose. But people they lose because they don't follow instructions. And then it falls back on the person who's training. Sometimes. You know, I have a lot of repeatability. I have a lot of people who come through my training, they get some and they leave. They come back, they go to the next level. They get some, they leave, they come back, they want to, oh, I want to learn scalping now. They get some, oh, I'm set. And that's what happens. So just so you guys would know, people who go through the training, you know, they go through this training and they learn, and you know, and that's what it's about. It's about learning. So hopefully this video made sense to you guys. Hopefully you guys know that if you're going to be a part of any training, you have to follow the instructions. You have to follow the discipline. If you don't, there's a chance that you're going to lose. All right. So hopefully this made sense. You guys remember, I'm Yusef Scott, the Forex GOAT. If you guys are not yet connected with us on social media, that's Facebook, that's Instagram. If you guys are not a part of the 28,000 and counting subscribers on this YouTube channel, get subscribed. All right, get subscribed. And also remember, we're on Vimeo. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.